Class, we're going to be covering Chapter 6 today, Vertical Integration. Start off with some quick definitions, and then we'll get into the meat of the chapter. The first one is vertical growth, and what you're talking about here is taking over the functions previously provided by a supplier or distributor. Vertical integration is the degree to which a firm operates vertically in multiple locations on an industry's value chain, from extracting the raw material to manufacturing to retailing to the very end where the consumer actually purchases it. Some vocab words to go with this. When you have backwards integration, this is assuming functions previously provided by a supplier. So you're going back into the supply chain. When you're doing forward integration, you're talking about assuming the function previously provided by a distributor. So it's moving forward on the supply chain. When in a few slides, we'll get to a supply chain, an example supply chain, and you'll see where I'm talking about forward versus back. Also, I want to give you some historical words just so you're aware of them. Backwards integration, and by the way, this example or this quote story comes from the historical context of the lumber industry, which this verbiage got picked up as far as supply chain functions, and that is upstream and downstream. So you had someone, the lumberjack who cut the tree down. Well, he didn't take the tree all the way to town, whatever else, because trees are big and heavy, whatever else. So they'd cut them down, drag them to the river, shove them in the river, and they would float down to the next location, usually a sawmill, whatever else. Also, they needed the sawmills at that point in time because the sawmills provided the power, the river provided the power to be able to cut the wood. So that being said, when logs were coming down the stream, that terminology was used upstream. So if you were at the sawmill, the logs were upstream. Well, the other thing is, once the sawmill cut the wood into planks, whatever else, the easiest form of transportation historically for moving goods was by water. So they would put them on a barge and float them down the river. So backwards integration is